Yeah, I've watched a few of your videos. The one that sucked me in and I liked the most, mainly because it just confirmed something I've believed for a long time with no evidence, no due diligence, is that recycling is a scam.
Oh, 100%.
So I was listening to that and I'm like, yes, this guy fucking gets it, because that shit is a scam.
Oh, that's why I burn 100% of my garbage. I don't want it buried in the earth.
Dude, I was like
dumpster.
I was one of those fools. Like, I was one of those silly billies the first few years I lived here, where like I was actually somewhat conscious of like, oh, this plastic soda bottle should go in the recycling. There were even times where I had like a greasy pizza box and I was like, oh, I guess I got to smash this into a tiny little thing to fit it in the garbage instead of this like perfectly free and open recycling, because I've heard online that's not good. And then our garbage company changed like 2 years ago, and I shit you not, I will go out there sometimes when I hear the truck and I'll watch, and the same truck picks up my garbage and then picks up my recycling and dumps them into the same truck. And so this past weekend, I got like bold with it. I filled my entire recycling with yard waste. I'm not spending money on those paper bags when it's all going in there anyway.
They got those magic trucks that sort them on the inside. That was like the first thing that kicked me off, because I used to give a shit too. And then I watched the truck dump it. It like same garbage truck, trash truck, picked it up. And I started like looking into it. I found out like 90% of our recycling just ends up in our landfills anyway. And we were exporting like most of our recycled goods to third world countries, and they don't give a shit. Like they just burn it. China, India, Malaysia, like that's where all of that ocean waste comes from.
I'm Captain Pollution. I don't even care. They took my garbage today, and I watched them do the same thing Taylor described, except in my recycling was an old car battery. Nobody said
you got to throw it in the ocean to keep the electric eels charged.
Yeah,
I mean,
put those in rivers.
Dude, I had
it goes right in the landfill.
A neighbor at my old house. This is like 5-ish years ago, and he was slow. I don't know if you could put a medical term to it other than retarded, but
waterheaded,
like moron, Mongolian. Just a little slow. He was like probably 40-ish. And I swear to God, because I was a contractor back then. I do internet shit full time now, but back then I was a contractor. And so I'd take customers like waste from the jobs I was doing home, and I'd throw it in the bins. And I swear to God, every time I would be throwing something I shouldn't have been into like the wheelie bin, dumpster, whatever you want to call it. He would roll up on his fucking bike, ring his bell twice, skirt the brakes in my gravel driveway and be like, "You aren't supposed to put that in there." Josh, it's okay to put giant chunks of broken concrete in the garbage. It's all going the same place.
But he didn't pick up on that. He wouldn't be correct.
A lot of garbage men are they're kind of hip to my tricks. I tried to sneak an old propane tank out in the garbage one time. It was just wrapped in a trash bag, and they were like, "The fuck is this?" Like, it's empty. He goes, "No, it's not."
They're gonna compress it.
I'm like, it's just the heat of the day, adding a little pressure's all, no big deal.
What if the freaking crusher in the truck blew it up, Kyle?
It's going to blow it up, Woody.
Problem solved.
Not my chair, not my problem.
No, did that with paint cans.
It wouldn't blow it up. It would just decompress it a little. You need to get it going.
It's not an explosion. It's just an extremely rapid decompression in a contained area.
Exactly.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Dude,
and the car battery thing's not a joke. Yeah, that too.
That's like if Kaczynski had no ambition. Just throwing propane tanks in people's garbage. Yeah, that is bold. It's like a translucent bag. You can see the blue rhino. They're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
It was a black trash bag. It
your deposit back. You drop it off at the hardware store, and they give you like $40.
Same with the battery.
But I ain't got time for all that.
You're missing out throwing away the propane tank. That's never even. You're a new level of polluter. That's never crossed my mind. I'm a total normie. I'm like, I'm gonna go get
there.
my $23.
It's aluminum or steel. It's steel, probably. It's just a chunk of steel. It's empty. It was empty mostly.
Kyle's a parallel to that guy who like throws rocks off the bridge. Might hit someone, might not.
All right, come on. That's manslaughter you're talking about. I'm talking about villain.
I don't know what's below manslaughter. Right? Maybe it is manslaughter.
Reckless homicide.
Yeah. What if the trash truck? Daisy. What people got hurt?
It wasn't literally a full propane tank. I used the propane for cooking and such. It would. It was literally the heat of the day. I had a little pressure to the fucking tank. It was gonna be fine.
Just disconnect it from your grill and open the spout, man. Let it into again the world's
Anyway, he
trash
wouldn't
can.
take
Again, it was the heat of the day. The heat of the day sometimes makes it go.
He's like, I'm getting lightheaded. The mover wouldn't transport my my peanut oil. He said that was a fire hazard. I got like 4-gallon, 5-gallon jug of peanut oil for frying turkeys, and he was like, "Oh no, the oil is hazardous." And I'm like, "You serious, man? Come on." And he's like, "I got you." And then 10 minutes later, he came back like, "I don't have you. They shut me down." Like you
just see him squatting over a storm drain, just dumping it all.
It's good oil. It's I don't remember what it costs, but it's not free. So I keep my turkey oil.
When we moved to North Carolina, we had some sort of lube for sex that they wouldn't like do. I guess, is it a petroleum product or something? That's what they claimed. But so they like packed the house and they took the sex lube and like prominently displayed it on a shelf, so we knew that it wasn't packed. But it was like a little discretion would be cool here. Like, there's a lot of people coming and going. That's how it went down.
Do you remember what brand? Because I buy Wet Platinum in the 1-gallon jug, and it has a pump on the side like lava, like Gojo or whatever that Mechanics liquid soap. And that's definitely a fire hazard. It's a gallon of lube.
I think it was Astroglide, but I think they make a lot of different kinds of lube. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's water based. That's the ones like KY, the traditional KY jelly that gets kind of tacky after a while. Not a fan of that. And then there's the silicone based. That's that Wet Platinum-esque, slippery forever. If you spill it on your hardwood floors, it's time for Home Alone style stuff. That's definitely flammable.
I've almost cracked my head open, like showering after using that before, because it just goes straight onto your shower floor, and then it's the slickest thing known to man.
The water stuff is slicker. The silicone stuff lasts longer. It's good for like 3,000 miles. But the water stuff, when it's in its prime, is as slick as it's going. So it depends. You have your choice. You can either give up some of the lube and go silicone based, or you can reapply. So I would say,
I don't like the reapplication, and I also don't like everything being all tacky and sticky after. At least with the silicone based lube, it's kind of like oil. Like you can kind of like rub it into your skin and be like, that's part of the patina now.
You're gonna be a tacky, sticky mess when it's over, no matter what, Kyle.
Jeez. You like to season
I don't play with you anymore.
Cast iron pan.
I think he had 3 gallons of peanut oil.
I have used, like back in the day, I used coconut oil. That was my go-to before I discovered Wet Platinum. I would have like a little jar of coconut oil in the bedroom, and at room temperature, it's solid. So you gotta like reach in there with 3 fingers and claw out like a little clump of it and get it melty.
And you're like, yeah, baby, just give me 45 more seconds. It is cold in here. I do keep it cold in here.
I went through a coconut oil phase too. And honestly, it was the application that I didn't like. I prefer a pump top.
Yeah, it's a little gritty and the mealy at first until it melts in. I do like the smell though. Wet Platinum smells like nothing. Most lubes smell like nothing. I don't want a flavored lube either. But coconut oil is just, it's naturally coconutty. That was kind of nice.
Same reason I use bacon grease.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's
haram. Infections are terrible.
Yeah, babe, I don't know why. I don't know why you constantly have UTIs. It's probably because you're gross.
Yeah, I'm like, honey, I don't want the dog to join in.
All right, fine.
It smells like breakfast.
Switch to beef tallow.
That would be so funny. RFK's like, this is the only thing I'll use to fuck you with. He's just constantly giving UTIs to his harem of, what was he cheating with like 1 million women at one point? And he's like, I don't want to get caught, so I'm going to keep a novel of this on my coffee table near my wife's side of the couch. And then she's going to read it and
like, surely she knew the whole time, but when she wanted to divorce him, she just used that as evidence.
Probably.
The woman who's the wife in Curb Your Enthusiasm, or is this?
No, she's still with him. That's Cheryl Hines. She's still his wife. You see her at events and stuff. It's a little awkward because clearly she's plugged into like Hollywood liberal like people, and those are her friends and coworkers. And then there she is on RFK's arm at a Trump event, at a UFC fight. That's great.